As soon as this girl was about to leave from here, a bullet hit her arm, but there was no one there except her. Then another bullet passed near her head, after which her attention went towards the bullet hole and came to know that someone was coming from outside. He was shooting, and she was still in his range, after which she quickly hid on the other side of the shelf and tore her shirt. Then she tied the area with a cloth to stop the bleeding, after which she called her lover's name loudly. Called because her boyfriend was sitting outside in the car, but the music was playing very loud in the car, so her boyfriend could not hear anything, after which she looked towards her phone. If she found it, then she could call the police from it, so then she bent down and slowly started crawling towards the phone. But as soon as she was about to reach the phone was shot and shattered. Actually, the killer was quite vicious. Now the girl once again got disappointed and sat near the shelf, but then suddenly a voice came. The girl started looking around, but then she came to know that the voice was coming from the walkie-talkie lying on the counter. The other party was calling the staff there. When she saw this, a ray of hope appeared in her, but this was just too much. It was not easy. This girl is going to die soon because the murderer sitting outside is continuously firing at her. Even she doesn't even have anything to call for help, but suddenly she heard a voice from the walkie-talkie. When the girl saw this, she got some peace, but there it was very difficult to reach. She then threw a packet in the air to divert the attention of the murderer, and then threw another, and in the meantime she got the walkie-talkie, after which she quickly told the man about the whole situation here. But meanwhile the girl's boyfriend comes there, but as soon as she turned around, a bullet hit her in the neck. Seeing this, the girl started trembling completely. She wanted to save her boyfriend, but she also knew that if she comes out, she will also be killed. Then a shot was fired, and her boyfriend was killed. Now the girl starts crying badly, but then after some time she calms down and asks the man to call the police, after which the man tells her that help will reach you within 15 minutes. When the girl heard this, she got some peace, but then the man said how he felt seeing her dying in front of her eyes. Actually, this was the same murderer, and he had been waiting so long to find the girl. The girl was fooling me. Now she gets badly scared. This girl picked up a bottle of glue and then applied it on the wound and sealed the crack, after which she used a mirror to find the murderer. But the strange thing was that the murderer neither fired a bullet nor was seen. But suddenly a man came there. When the girl saw this, she immediately asked him to hide behind a shelf, after which Amelia asked him for his phone, but the man told her that the phone was left in his car. But then Amelia, she became suspicious because the murderer did not hit her when she entered the door, so then she picked up the hammer and asked the man to stay away from her. But the man starts explaining to Amelia that he is not a murderer, but Amelia, she didn't trust him, so he asked her to bring his phone from the car so that he could call the police. That man also did not listen to Amelia's words, after which he got scared and started picking up the phone kept on the shelf of the car. But then a bullet was fired and the phone broke, after which another bullet was fired and the man was killed. But then whoever came there, the killer did not kill anyone, he killed everyone. Amelia was just secretly telling everyone to run away. The girl wrote something on the paper and then stuck it on the glass. When the little girl saw this, she immediately got out of the car and started running, but then she stopped and started coming towards her again. Amelia was afraid that the murderer might kill her too. Amelia picked him up in her lap and took him inside. They thought the killer had left, but suddenly the killer was coming towards them from a distance. Amelia went inside the basement to avoid him, but came out from there. There was no way to go, so now Amelia decided to fight. She picked up a sharp steel rod from there, and again came there and hid, but the murderer was searching for her like an animal. But then suddenly Amelia attacked him. He did it. He started shouting loudly, but in the midst of the fight, he shot at Amelia, due to which she fell down. Then the murderer went towards the basement. There he finds the little girl, the murderer. Then when he was about to kill her, then Amelia attacked him again. This time she was not going to leave him alive. She started the crane to tear off his head, and did not leave his head until it was ground into chutney. Couldn't save you. Only that little girl turned out to be lucky.